Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video, and this is big. Things are getting big. I've been thinking. Just been taking some time to really think and really analyze what's been going on and trying to put pieces and stuff together because there's really hasn't been a lot going on. I know a lot of people have been missing me uploading, but I mean, as at this point, we've covered everything. We've covered all the rumors. We've covered all the speculation. There's really not much to talk about as of lately, except for this big thing that's about to happen that's going to completely change this community and that's about to start boosting the price of Ecomi. So one thing that is about to happen is it's going to be game changing. Like, and this stuff is confirmed. This stuff is 100% confirmed. That's the best part about this. It's 100% confirmed, and we're going to start seeing some movement on the price. As you can see, the price has not been moving too crazy. It's been staying within a certain parameters for a long time, and we're about to see it break these back to all-time high and back actually past all-time high. So yeah, that's my prediction. My price prediction is around like maybe 5 cents. It's between 2 to 5 cents. It's going to be between that area. If it goes higher, then great for everyone. I know a lot of people don't believe that it will move that fast, but because a lot of people are going to look back historically. Well, the traders, they often look back historically, not realizing that the news that has just been announced has never been done historically with this company. So you can look back as far as you want. You will never be able to see signs that this will happen since this is the first time it's ever happened. So before we jump into it, as always, drop that thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you stay updated. And yeah, be sure to check the links down below so you can follow me on social media. I read all the DMs and stuff like that. I try to get to all of them. It's actually a lot. So I try to respond to everybody. And yeah, we're going to get into it. So starting out, one thing that you have to realize about this price is that we have been so restricted, and we've been so restricted. The developers and stuff themselves have been doing everything in their power to stop the momentum of this project from going. They've been trying to stop the momentum. So as it starts to take off, as they do things where it could take off, like they drop a new Ultraman comic, they drop Ultraman comic covers, and then that gives you the potential to essentially blow up. They close the marketplace for a weekend as soon as the drop is over. And then they're saying, the marketplace is going to be up in a few hours. Then they're like, we want to make a few more optimizations. Then we're just going to close it for the whole weekend. They're doing things that would kind of make people mad, but at the same time, it's just prolonging the blow up. And a lot of people can't understand why they were doing that. They have been trying to work on something. They've been working on something big. And one thing that I've been thinking about is the amount of lag and stuff that we have. Like, if you think about it, the features that we have outside of augmented reality that's pretty complex, the features that they have is like you're buying stuff, you're selling stuff, and then you have an auction. Like, that's what the heck would lag a server about that? If you don't know, I am a developer. I'm a programmer. I used to program websites and things like that. Like, and the stuff that they're doing, I don't feel like that's enough to warrant so many struggles and difficulties when it comes to servers. Now, I've never operated the blockchain. I don't know how much that takes up and stuff like that, but my theory has been that something has been being worked on in the background. So let's say, for instance, let's take one of the biggest features, one of the biggest brands in the world. Let's take something like Pokemon. If that was being developed in the background, where they had 1,000 Pokemon developed in the background and they had a whole game matching it or something like that, that would lag the server, but it's something that the community would never see. So just something like that, where it's something huge going on in the background. And I'm not saying that it's going to be Pokemon, but one thing, let's get into the facts. Let's get into the facts of what it actually could be. So one thing that they're doing that we have never seen before in the history of Veve and Ecomi is they just hired a PR agency. The reason that this is big is because up until this point, Veve has been doing everything they can to stop the growth of this app. Because they went from 15,000 to over 250,000 downloads. They wanted to stop the growth of this app so they could have time to work on some things. The fact that they're announcing a PR agency means that they're getting close. They feel like they're very, very close to the point where it's going to be full steam ahead, and they're going to stop putting their foot on the gas, then braking real hard. Because that's what they're doing. They're putting the foot on the gas with a drop, and then they brake real hard and close the marketplace for a weekend. with a PR agency, you're not hiring an agency so an agency can help you not grow your app. You're hiring an agency so you can optimize how much your app grows from this. So like honestly, the PR agency alone tells you that Veve is getting ready to stop getting in its own way and to start letting this blow up. Then we're going to talk about a few brands that would be PR agency worthy, because dropping a Mormokono, like you're not dropping a unicorn and hiring a PR agency to do that. So that's one other thing that you got to really think about. You're not hiring an agency for a unicorn drop. It's not happening. So we're going to talk about those, but before we do, my theory is it's not even a theory, it's been confirmed. We have a new exchange is going to be coming soon. So we have a PR agency, a new exchange listing is about to happen, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bigger exchange. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bigger exchange. So they hired a PR agency. They're about to put us on a more out there or popular exchange. And then the PR agency has to promote something, which is probably going to be the exchange listing. And then it's probably going to be this whatever big brand is coming up next. So that has to have you thinking, what brands are worth having a whole PR agency just to announce it? Because it's not just a normal brand doing that. And when you think about the level of brands we've currently already had and already have seen, they announced Batman by themselves without the help of a PR agency. Or another thing that could be possible is it's more than just one brand being announced. It's going to be multiple brands and multiple big hitters back to back. So they're getting things lined up with a PR agency, so the PR agency can handle the proper channels working with all these different brands. So that's another thing that could be possible. But my theory is we're going to have a new exchange, possibly Binance. Like when Veve starts to tweet at companies and stuff like that and starts to bring attention to different things, it leads me to believe that they're about to soon be working with that company, and an announcement is going to be coming soon. Once they start tweeting companies and once they start following them and things like that. So I think it's going to potentially be Binance, but it's definitely going to be a new exchange coming soon. It has been confirmed that we're going to have 4 new exchanges coming. Then when it comes down to the brands big enough to require a PR agency, something like either Pokemon, NFL, Marvel, or Premier League is going to be coming. That's my theory. My theory is it has to be one of those 4 brands. Those 4 brands are all big enough to where a PR agency would be huge for that. Pokemon, I don't see, even though Pokemon is huge, I don't know if, because of all their relationships and all their experience working with Pokemon, I don't know if that would require the use of a PR agency. I don't really know if that, I don't know if they would be doing that for Pokemon. I think it's going to be a PR, like what does PR agencies help with? When I usually think of PR agency, I think of them getting sports players and stuff out of trouble. So, and then like big releases of movies and things like that, actors and stuff. So when I'm thinking of PR agency, I'm thinking more like it's more likely that we're going to see NFL. Well, we know NFL is coming, but some big things with NFL, Marvel, and Premier League. Because not only is this PR company going to be working with Veve, this PR company may work with these PR companies, because they said it's multiple PR companies, by the way. These could be working with the actual players of these sports themselves, where they're going to have some type of collaborations going on where some of these players may be doing giveaways or something like that. And that's going to need press. That's going to need these PR agencies. Like if they start working with individual sports players and start promoting it this way, that's going to be huge. And then the Veve would need a PR agency, and each particular sports player would need a PR agency. So Veve will probably have partnerships with a bunch of PR agencies that works, or the biggest PR agencies that work with whoever they're targeting, whether it's movie stars or sports players. So, like I said, that leads me to believe Marvel, NFL, or Premier League. All of these is huge, especially if they go about this the right way. Because when it comes to Marvel, we were literally talking about how we could see this before commercials, where if you watch something on Netflix, they could have commercials where it's like, yo, text this number for your chance to win exclusive collectible or something like that. Like you could literally see stuff like that before movies, after movies, and things like that. NFL is big, but these individual teams and players also have a big audience. So we could be seeing some huge promotion coming in that way, in that form. And then Premier League is pretty much the same thing as the NFL. So one thing that we have never seen before, it's three things we've never seen before. We've never seen them partner with a PR agency. We've never seen them on a huge exchange, and we have never seen them release a brand of this magnitude that's coming. A brand big enough to make them pull out a PR agency before they even release it. We've never seen these three things combined before, which is why I think that the price is going to do something we have never seen before. Like, it's only logical that if they're doing all of this and that we have never seen any of it before, the price is about to do something that we have never seen it do before. Because at this point, they've just been dropping just enough to keep the interest there, to keep some excitement. They're dropping hints and stuff here and there. Now, I think it's about to start leading into the real direction that they're trying to go in. Because for so long, I think they've been preventing it. They've been stopping the blow up. Now I think it's going to be all bets off. No stopping it. Let's see what happens. I think they're ready for their first million people on this project. I think they're ready for their first million. And because obviously working with this PR agency, they're going to get their first million people. So this is we're in the last days where you can load up, or last weeks where you can load up on Omi, especially at this price. So I think this is a good price point. I just bought a lot. So, yeah, I think this is a great price point. Just wanted to let y'all know. Let y'all know how you should be thinking. Like, if you are invested in it, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you are already invested and you're looking for a good opportunity to buy in, this could be some of the last weeks that you have this opportunity to buy in, because something big is coming. I wanted to point out all these things that we have never seen and what it's potentially leading up to. So this is something big is about to happen. They're not wasting money on a PR agency to drop another unicorn. So it's about to change. Veve is about to change forever. So yeah, just wanted to let you all know that, get you all thinking in that way. Let me know what you all think in the comment section down below. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on those notifications, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, Joe.